viewers, this is Suma Ahmadi from my channel called Muslim Motivation. Welcome to a new episode. Today's topic is about beware of the envious when they envy. As you know, in the Holy Quran, there is Allah talks about this kind of spiritual disease, and He knows that the evil eye or that envious people or envy in general exists. And even our holy prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was envied even before he was announced as a prophet. So even before, why is Muhammad so handsome? Why is he so loved by a lot of people? Why did he marry the most successful, the richest woman of Arabia? Because a lot of people, or a lot of noble people of the Quraysh proposed for Hazrat Khadija, and she rejected them all, and then she married Hazrat Muhammad. So there were always people who envied. Even our holy prophet was the perfection and was the best human on earth. So even after the death of our holy prophet, for example, Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, he was envied, and not only because he was the bravest warrior or the strongest warrior and he fought his enemy like a lion, he attacked them like a lion. No, he was envied because of his knowledge, because of his wisdom, because of his morals, his akhlaq, or the Ahlul Bayt, because they were the most knowledgeable. And unfortunately, some people, they just cannot stand that somebody has more knowledge than them, has more success than them, has more wealth, has more health. These people exist. But how do you deal with them? The thing is that no matter what you do, there will be people who just envy you. This is the way it is. And it will be the way, but you can protect yourself from these kind of people. First, you can read out all the quls, the four quls. قل أعوذ برب الناس, قل أعوذ برب الفلق, قل هو الله أحد, قل يا أيها الكافرون. You can protect yourself by wearing rings on your right hand, like Durr al-Najaf, like Aqiq, it's called agate, Aqiq Yamani, for example. Firoza, emeralds. You can pay sadaqah every day, even if it's a small amount. Just pay sadaqah. It will protect you from bala. It will protect you from a calamity. And you can make du'as, of course. Protect yourself even in the morning before you go out. But the thing is that how come that the mercy of mankind, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the seal of the prophets, the person who had come not only for us but to give us the best of manners, to teach us the best of manners for everybody, how come that our own Muslim people unfortunately are so envious or sometimes so negative? How come that we do not apply the morals in the most beautiful way, the way that our prophet, the way of his sunnah, the way of his Ahlul Bayt, the way that Quran teaches us? How come that we are not applying it? For example, when I go to the mosque, unfortunately, I see different people from different ages who have the most evil eyes, who have the most envious eyes, and are jealous. How come? You see somebody, for example, they married their son off, but unfortunately their daughter or their sons are not happy and they suffer in their marital life. But then why do you envy somebody who is happy, who is more successful? And you don't want them to be happy. You want this blessing taken away from them. Why? I mean, what do you expect? The way you feel, the way you are, what do you expect? That God will give you something better if you behave like this? And how come when I go, for example, to international seminars where I see people from all of different countries, I see them and they have all different beliefs. There are Buddhists, there are Hindus, Sikhs, Jews, Christians, some of them even atheists, and even Muslims. And among them, 75% were billionaires or millionaires at least. And I saw they had the most kindest of hearts. They were helpful towards one another. They were not jealous. They tried to support you in any way, in every way. And they were beautiful inside and out. Inside out, they were beautiful. They were healthy, they were wealthy, and they were happy in all different circumstances. They were happy in their relationships or in their marital life. How come that these people who have not actively read the Quran, who have not actively heard, maybe, or not actively deal with Islam, how come that they apply more of Islam than us as Muslims? How come? And now you ask me why they are so successful, and our people sometimes, instead of being grateful that some of them came, for example, from Afghanistan, they were refugees, they came here, for example, to Germany or Europe or USA, and instead of being thankful and saying, God, he gave me a better life and better environment, a secure environment. Instead of that, they have these kind of negative diseases inside of them, inside of their hearts. This is, and as the hadith says, that envy or jealousy, it devours faith like fire devours wood. So you can't have real iman, you can't have real faith when you are envy towards somebody else, when you can't stand that somebody else has a blessing that you don't have. And to protect yourself from these kind of people, as I said, read, for example, the charcoals, wear a ring, give sadaqah, try to be good as much as you can. But there is another saying that just don't speak, for example, I think it was Imam Jafar Sadiq who said that, but for example, don't speak in front of somebody who is a prisoner about your freedom. Don't talk about your health in front of somebody who is ill. Don't talk about your wealth in front of somebody who is poor or has some financial problems. Or don't talk about other blessings that God has bestowed you with in front of people who don't have it or right now don't have it. And for example, nobody needs to know in advance where your next vacation or your next destination is going to be, or your future bride or groom to be. Nobody needs to know that in advance, because a lot of people, even though they come in the shape of a friend, maybe they don't have the same feelings, and maybe they have something inside of them. And to protect yourself, you have to be, sometimes silent and don't talk about all your blessings in front of a lot of people. And try to deal with them in a manner, the way our Prophet dealt with them. He was always patient, he was always lovable, he was always kind. I think we Muslims, we should apply our Islam, which is so perfect, better, then we are doing it. Because I can't believe that, for example, scholars are envious of other scholars, more knowledgeable, with more wisdom than they have, and they envy. because there is even a hadith which says that a scholar who envies another scholar, these kind of people, they will throw it into the hellfire even before taken accountable of their deeds. They just thrown into the fire because they are knowledgeable, they know what Islam says. And when a scholar, when somebody who learned at an Islamic academy or a hawza or a university, these people know the scriptures, the hadith and the Quran inside out, I think. So when they don't apply it, there is something foul. So I hope you like this video, and I hope it will be helpful to protect yourselves from these envious, negative, diseaseful people, and yeah, teach it to other people, and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, until the next video, wassalam.